Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device with none of my brain tied behind my back. Why? Well, because I need all the help I can get just to keep up with you guys. Good to see all of you all that are here. We're starting just slightly early, catching up with some comments because we are expecting some scammers to call us. One said that they texted me and said, "Are you ready for the call at 6:15?" I'm like, "Yep, ready to go." So Master Blaster is here. We've got Tom Larson is here. B. Taylor is back with us. Good to see you, sir. Choking Ghost is here. Welcome, one and all. We got Dennis Niemeyer and Clear Lake Drive and 143 Druid as well. And let's continue and get right into it. We've got this from Slexied said silver is constitutional money. It will be or should be a way to pay a tariff. I wouldn't expect silver exchanges to incur tariff fees. Yeah, you would think, but the thing is this is silver that's being imported as an industrial metal. And though I agree with you in principle, it hasn't stopped states and even the federal government from taxing silver. And the fact silver federally is still being taxed even now. And I think that includes up to and including the constitutional silver, which is mind-blowing, but nonetheless. Welcome. We have Andon Andreev coming to us from Europe, I think. It's 1 a.m. there, so he's from Central Europe, it looks like. Welcome. Good to see you. Ron Wells is here. Steve Thomas. Stephen Kozlowski is here. Welcome. Good to see some newer folks or folks that don't pop in as often swinging by. It's always nice to see some new people, not new faces, but new names. I don't see your face, but nonetheless, good to see. Red Crawler is here. Welcome. Samuel Olmstead is here. Good to see you. All right, let's get into another comment. We've got this from Alex Bonowicz. I've given up on silver. Let's see, let me get to this. Right, get this. He says, I've given up on silver because I don't feel it being a good hedge against inflation. That's why I'm sticking to buying gold from now on. Gold has proven to be a great hedge against inflation for years. I've heard silver going to the moon and nothing has happened. I certainly understand that, Alex. However, it is a long-term proposition. You must be a little bit more strategic and a little bit more patient with silver. Silver did very well in 2024, and I think really that it should encourage you to hold on to your silver at least. But I certainly don't blame you. I know I've concentrated more on gold in recent years, but I've not given up on silver. I would encourage you not to either. Yankee Pride is here. Good to see you, Jose Marquez. Good to see you. Welcome. And Fat Gandalf is here as well. One Species chimes in and says, ticking away the moments that make a dull day. Another real good video. Thank you again, Sal. Thank you, One Species. Appreciate that, sir. And very kind of you to say. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Good afternoon, Dove Season, and the great 66 Sam is here. Welcome, and thank you. 66 Sam, I got to thank you especially. You've took up my challenge, and it was very difficult for you to do. It took you over a year. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate you that you keep coming back to the channel, and very kind of you indeed. Good to see PC Coinstar as well. All right, let's get over here to this comment from Dutch 125. He's got a lot of discussion underneath there. Let's see what he's got to say. Keep selling here, people. If and when the bond market or whatever financial debacle happens, gold and especially silver will get hit very hard. Silver will likely breach sub 20 silver again. Take advantage of these 11 to 13 year high in silver prices. Interesting take. I guess that's possible. I don't think that's going to happen, but although I do think we could see a very brief move down to under $20 if we see a market or a stock market hit, a big stock market hit. But it will only be briefly. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. Let's get over here. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. Good to see you. And John Knox is here, too. Good to see John Knox. Jason Ross. The guy is a total shill. He comes to a few correct conclusions, but has no sound logic and wrong assumptions to get there. I will never listen to him again. And he's talking about my guest here. And comments like these, even though he does at least give a little bit of credit for some of his conclusions, likely probably means he disagrees with him politically. But Leor, whether you agree with him or not, you can't deny that he's got some pretty good logic behind some of what he says there. But very good. All right, Evil Cowboy is here. Thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting a link to 66 Sam's channel. And we've got Kookaburra Man from the live stream. Let's see here. And this is from Friday night's live. You watched it. I appreciate that. I don't believe we need the government's help as much as some think we do. That belief sets me apart from Democrats, since their way of dealing with everything is to tax and spend. I also believe the government has no business telling us how we should live our lives. I think our lifestyle choices should be left up to us. I agree with that. What we do in our private lives is none of the government's business. That's right, as long as we're not breaking any laws. That position rules out the Republican Party for me. As a cliche says, I don't want Democrats in the bedroom, and I don't want Republicans in the bedroom. Just my thought. There you go. Yeah, totally understand. That makes sense. And I think most of us would agree with that, I think. And let's see here. We've got Smar 5812 on this video that about the market little downturn we saw yesterday. It did recover some today, not fully, but we did see a good recovery, fairly quick recovery. Smar 5812, remember the Musk and Trump day one promise that only he could fix prices as he's a genius. Said prices out immediately drop. Gas would be cheap and housing would be cheap, suckers. Well, I don't remember him saying that on day one everything is just going to go back to normal and prices are going to drop immediately. I don't think he's ever said that. I'd love to see the quote where he said that, but I don't remember. I pay pretty close attention to politics. I don't think Musk and Trump said that. By the way, Musk has no control over that. The only thing Musk has control over is as a commissioner of the Department of Government Efficiency, making recommendations from which Trump will probably take and hopefully get rid of at least part of the propaganda media. Those two entities would have public in their name. We should completely, day one, Trump should gut NPR, National Public Radio, gone. Just take it out. We don't need it. It's a propaganda machine for the left and has been since its inception. Number two, PBS, Public Broadcasting System. Gut it. Don't need it. Shut the offices down. Or say, hey, you're on your own, and you can beg people for money to keep your operation going. Otherwise, we're not going to fund you anymore. All right, Mrs. Coin Crew here. It's good to see you. Michael K is here. Good to see you guys. All right. Thank you for popping in tonight. All right, we've got I have a fishable. Says here. Let's expand this out a little bit as we navigate things here. It says Bitcoin came from the center. It's not decentralized. Bitcoin is not an investment either. Buying that crap is speculation at best, but in reality, it's gambling. Films, football, beer, and above all, gambling filled with the horizon of their minds to keep them in control was not difficult. George Orwell. The era we have entered is the gambling, is the crypto. Well, one could say that most investments are a gamble, right? But you make a good point. And this is why I'm encouraging people to look beyond the price when you stack silver. You got to look beyond the price. And we're going to touch on somebody about that too, because apparently, according to one commenter, and we'll get to that in a moment, I am perpetuating a cult, and you are my cult members. How do you feel about that? Now, he didn't call me that exactly, that thing, but we're going to get to that comment in a moment, so stay tuned. Good to see you. Welcome. Mata Silver Stack. Frank Gallo is here. Welcome. Same name is here, too. Good to see you. All right. Sunny Guns 9207 on this video from this morning. If you've not seen it, I hope you will check it out. Why are these people giving up on silver? And this is how it's good for you. It says that junkie is strong in metals. I think that's DNA there. I mean, crypto's even worse. At least with metals, you have something to show for your addiction. Forget about what you have for 10 years and you'll be all right. There you go. And I won't say necessarily forget about it. Remember it fondly enough to hold on to it and enjoy it. Enjoy your silver. Take it out and check it out and look at it every once in a while. Sometimes that's all you can do is just look at it. Johnny B, good to see you, Johnny B. All right. Don't send me any Kool-Aid. That's right. We don't want to send Mrs. Coin Crew any Kool-Aid. And Red Crawler, thank you so much for the first super chat of the night. They've been few and far between, so thank you, Red Crawler. I need to give you 10 push-ups for that, and then we're going to slurp some coffee. A little double whammy for Red Crawler. Awesome sauce, as moist as Mrs. Coin Crew. Yes, indeed. Cold Kitty. All right. Let's get these things here so I can make these push-ups happen. Thank you, sir. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Very good. Thank you. Red Crawler, you were the man. All right. And here's a slurp in your honor as well. All right. Yes, matching tracksuits. And the tennis shoes are the bangers. You're going to love the tennis shoes I give you, too. You're going to love those things, for sure. They're not Nikes. That was used by a different cult. All right. Let's see here. We have got this from... Did you come key? I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly. He says, with cash stores honor values of cash... but coin shops don't have to honor a spot price. That's what bothers me. I'm taking 999 germanium mint collectible coins and bars and get less than spot. It makes it hard for me to ever buy silver again, unless it's just to collect as a hobby. Well, boom, there it is. You just pretty much answered your own question. Germanium mint collectible coins are just that. They're collectibles. They're higher premium. Most coin shops don't want to bother with that. You know, they have their own collectibles. Most coin shops, the collectible coins they sell are older ones. Very rarely do I see a local coin shop sell modern collectible coins as collectible coins. Now, some of them will, and then get a better spread on them, they will offer less, and so they can make more money on them. But coin shops do honor spot. It's just that some of them will pay less than spot, a percentage under spot. 2-3%, especially in this market. Mrs. Coin Crew might have some insight on that, as her husband and her own a coin shop, a local coin shop. See, these local coin shops, they're getting saturated with silver. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, Mrs. Coin Crew, they're probably getting a lot of silver there too. And they're getting so much of it that they can afford to pay less for it. It makes perfect business sense. If they're taking it in, they're taking on a risk by having that much silver. Yes, they can send it back to scrap and get a fixed amount for it, but that scrap silver they send in is going to either probably be melted. That's how much is coming in. I did a video talking about that from another shop that has done that. So, but yes, every single coin shop honors spot price. It's just not the honor that you'd like because you're not getting paid as much. But back during the silver squeeze movement, we saw local coin shops pay more. Some of them paid up to $10, $11 for an eagle. Yeah, it's crazy. By the way, I bought a silver eagle. I forgot to tell you about it. I bought a silver eagle for 50 cents above spot the other day. 50 cents above spot. All right. All right. Okay, so this is, you know, this just goes to show you the integrity of Coin Crew and Mrs. Coin Crew. So this current market we find ourselves in is the first time in a very long time that they have paid less than spot. Because usually they honor spot price and will pay spot price at the very least. But this time they're just oversaturated. So that tells you something. That's big. To me, that is big. And that tells you something that most local coin shops, they do look out for folks. Because they want to develop relationships. This is why I'm telling folks, even though I'm sponsored by an online bullion dealer, Summit Metals, who does a great job and provides very competitive pricing. It's a good company. You should check them out. But even though I'm sponsored by them, I encourage you to as well develop a relationship with your local coin shop. Even if you have to travel 50 miles, it's good to have somebody you could call on the phone and drive to. And yes, 50 miles seems like a long ways away, but I tell you what, you never know when that might come in handy. And so develop that relationship, make the trip out there, get to know them, shake their hand, buy a couple of their products, and let them know, hey, I drove 50 miles because I want to get to know somebody local just in case something happens. And I think it's so important. It's so important to develop those relationships. All right, very good. Let's see here. And by the way, check out Moises Coin Cruise channel and also Coin Cruise. They both have YouTube channels as well. And thank you to JM Unleashed for posting a link to Summit Metals. And Dennis Niemeyer could not have morning coffee. First video day was out shoveling all the lake effect snow. Oh man, I'm sorry. Wow. Have a beer. Yes, you deserve one after this. Okay, here comes a scammer calling us now. Here we go. Hello? Hello? There's a lot of dead air here. Now the other one's saying, ready, I'm ready. Yes, the other guy, okay, here we go. Yes, let's see if he calls me. It says ready, and I'm ready. Okay, so he's anxious, he's chomping the bit to call me. He's texting me, ready? I'm ready. All right. All right, let's see here. Johnny May says, you can make more money with silver than gold. There is a potential, there is a possibility. That's true. If you do it right. And in fact, I think if you use gold silver swap, you might be able to do that. Gold Silver Swap is a new online platform like eBay, but better, lower fees. So check out and sign up for early access there. But yes, indeed. Very good. Good to see Silver Drill Pickle is here. Good to see you. All right. And No IQ says, I'll wait till it goes down a little more. There you go. And that it is sometimes very good to wait. Sometimes it's good to wait. You may just pay off. Patience in purchasing as well, too. All right. Thank you, JM Unleashed. Appreciate you, brother. Mountain Drew. I love that name, Mountain Drew. That's pretty cool instead of Mountain Dew. He says $29.50. It's been at $29.50 since Trump won the election. Let's see, after his inauguration, up or down or the same. Yes. I think it'll be quite telling if he declares this economic emergency, and I think it's going to mean the prices are going to go up. We'll see here. Let's see here. Let me just text him again here. I'm ready. Texting again. Come on now. I'm ready. Call. All right. Very good. Good to see Nickel Stacking is here. A lot of good folks joining us here tonight as we await our first scammer call. We're having one tonight, now and then one at the 20 after. Debt 4533 says the following. Sal, the COMEX days are numbered. Don't waste your time following their spot price. The manipulators' days are numbered in 2025. P.S. That's not wishful thinking. Watch and see. All right, I'll respond to that in a moment. Let's take a call here from the scammer. Hello?
Yeah, hi, it's Lewis. How you doing?
Hi, Lewis. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm doing just moderately better than average. Okay?
Hey, that's not bad then.
It's not bad. We have disseminated that this is indeed not a bad situation if I'm doing marginally better than average. Because I love to live in mediocrity, Lewis. That's where I'm at.
I like it. We are in agreement.
All right, very good. How am I a serve you today, Lewis?
Okay, so you had spoken to one of our reps. I guess it was, I'm not sure who it was, to be honest. I think it was MD or Mark. And he had said that you were looking for financing. Let me pull it up. I think he said you were looking for what, 200 grand, was it?
We could go there. It was a little less than that, but if we can get 200 grand, I'm not going to turn that down. No matter what the terms are, I would never turn down $200,000. I pretty much, in fact, if you just put $200,000 in front of me now, I would sign whatever contract you would have, even if it meant expunging blood. I would probably do that. Okay.
So I'll be honest. From a quick
wait, hold on a second there. Wait a second. Hold on a second here. I have a real hard time with the truth sometimes. So if we can keep
Okay.
the honesty down to a minimum, because the truth sometimes
Yeah, let me,
triggers me.
let me
Facts.
rephrase it then.
Okay, yeah,
To,
yeah.
to
Not
lie to you, from a quick look from what he sent me, you're doing about 98K per month in deposits. I am not sure about getting you 200,000. It doesn't look like that. That would be hard unless we're able to go like SBA. Then we could. That's the only way we would have a chance of getting
so
you
we can
that
get this
much.
done through the Small Business Administration.
I have to ask you more questions. I'm not sure. What kind of business is it?
It is a manufacturing business. We manufacture things. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. The government is always looking to loan to manufacturing,
That's
especially
what.
with like the Build Back Better program that
Oh, I love that program from
implemented.
Joe Biden, right? Oh, that was my favorite
Yeah.
one of his. I love it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement there too.
Right. I mean, Joe Biden, the best president probably we've seen in the last 10
He's gonna go down
minutes.
as the best president ever.
Yes,
Hands down.
yes. That's the kind of hard truth I love. And I can
Yep.
swallow that truth.
He fits your bill with the honesty.
Yes.
He's a great, honest, straightforward
Yes.
person. He did so much for the country.
You're
He
speaking
never
my
lied to us.
You're speaking my
never-
language. You're speaking my
Never took care of his friends. He treated everyone the same, especially his son.
Exactly, that's right. We knew where Hunter was all the time. We love it. Oh, Hunter, he's great. I love his laptop. He's got the best laptop in the world. I love his laptop. I want one just like it.
Conspiracy theories.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I love that thing, man. I tell you, man.
You're funny, man. Tell me what you're trying to do. How long have you been in business? 5 years?
Actually, close. It's only about 14 years.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So tax returns aren't a problem. Do you show profit on your tax returns?
I show profits. I show losses. No, I show mostly profits, and they're very prophetic too. I know that when the tax returns come out, I'm just going to show that I have a profit. That's how prophetic they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Extremely prophetic, profitable, and prophetic. I mean, we're talking. What's the guy's name from Waco? Dang it, Dave Chappelle. No, not Dave Chappelle.
No,
David Gilmour. No, wait, he's from.
No, not him.
David Gilmour's from Pink Floyd.
My favorite guitar-
Michael
David
Dukakis.
Koresh.
Michael
David
Dukakis.
Koresh.
David Koresh. I knew it was a D.
Yes.
David Koresh. Yeah, he was the bomb. I wanted him to be my financial advisor, but then he decided to put all those kids over there in that section of the very flammable building, and it didn't help my. Yeah, go ahead.
What's your time frame like? How quickly do you need to get this financing done?
Well, I don't want to rush you. The last thing I want to do is create a burden for you. So I want to, if I can get the fiscal year 2028 to get this money, I would be most appreciative.
All right, so you're not in a rush. That's good.
Yeah, June 1, probably July 1, 2028 will be good.
I don't know if we can do it that quickly, but we'll definitely have it by 2030.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm kind of guy that can wiggle around a little bit, and I can compromise. Let's meet somewhere in the middle, and let's say 2035.
Okay.
All right.
Your credit's over 700. Is that correct?
My credit is credible, and I would say it's safe to say that it is over 700. Yeah. I haven't checked it in about 17 years, but last time I checked, it was somewhere thereabouts. Yeah.
What's the money for?
The money is for. It's some meatballs, actually. It's silver-infused meatballs, and I have this special handle. It's a special container that holds them so I don't drop them. And what it is, it has silver-infused ions in the container where you deliver the meatballs into the little cooking thing. What do you call the little cooking? The little, it has like gravy in it, and it boils it. You can cook them in there. You carry it from wherever you're making them into the thing with this holder so you don't drop them. And it has silver because silver is an antimicrobial. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like basically it's for equipment.
It's for equipment, but it also can be injected into the meatballs themselves, like they're silver infused. So it's a two-brainer. It's a no-brainer, two-brainer. So, you inject it in the meatballs and you put it in the equipment. So, and I tell you, I've gotten some good compliments on my equipment as of late.
Okay. So, I mean, it sounds like you have a clean file. It sounds like you have good financials.
Let me tell you something, Lewis. I am so clean. I tell you what, I use disinfectant on everything. I use.
So what's the hang up? You just haven't found, like, have you been?
Well, the hang up is this coat rack I've got. The hang up is this coat rack that I've got in my office here. It can hold 7 coats, and I use that to hang everything up on it. That's what the hang up is.
Do you actually need funding, though?
Of course. Yes, and we just articulated what it was for.
Okay, so
yeah.
Have you tried to get any financing from someone yet?
No, you're the first one. I've never received a call like this before in my life.
Okay.
Never before.
All right.
Now, I mean, there's a caveat there, but it's mostly caviar. The caveat is mostly caviar, but that's a different subject for another day.
All right. What's the caveat?
It's a brothel house in Nevada, that specifically. And we need some chicken broth for the brothel house that is in Nevada. That's the other subject. That's another funding opportunity we can handle after this one. That's still in the alpha stages. It's not even the beta stages yet. But we'll get to that later. Or maybe I
can get you money for pretty much anything.
Chicken broth for a brothel house in Nevada. That's great. Wonderful.
Pretty much anything I can get you money for, like literally.
Nice. I like it. Except for terrorist activities, illegal drug running rings.
Yeah, we stay away from those.
Cartels.
Stay away from those.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez supported lipstick.
The Queen of Amazon.
The Queen of Amazon. That's right. Exactly.
My favorite New York representative.
And you know me, I'm down with AOC.
Oh, gosh. You're hilarious. You love watching CNN, huh?
Oh, my favorite. The Clinton News Network is great. I love it. Yeah.
So what's your email? Is it all by the crew?
Yeah. You got it. You got me. You've nailed it. That's it. Yes, sir. So just shoot me. I mean, don't shoot an email. Just send it.
1 L, right?
1 L. We don't need any more L's than that. What the L for all these L's, right? You know what I mean?
Nope. All right. I need some straight answers for a minute. What do you want to do? Do you want to go SBA or do you want?
I'd like to go have the Small Business Administration hook a brother up with a $250,000 loan if we can make. Let's go all in on this. Let's go right to the top.
Yeah, SBA is a good product, but it takes some time.
I got
You have all your finances.
Lewis, I've got a quarter of the time I've got a quarter of all the time in the world.
All right. Okay. You have all your financials in place. You have all
they are in place. They are in order. I am a very organized individual, Lewis. I'm extremely organized. I'm very organized.
All right, Richard.
In fact, I knew exactly where this phone was before I picked it up. I was like, he's probably going to ask where the phone is when I pick it up. And I was like, I've got it right here. It's right by me. I had it right by me.
I'm talking to you on the phone. I can't find my phone.
I know.
I got you on speaker, and I don't even see my phone. I don't even. Oh, here.
You know, I was halfway to work in the car, and I just realized I forgot my keys. My car keys. Yeah. Don't you hate that?
Hey, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah. 1,000 seconds over. Are you back? Hello. I gave you a full second here. It's well past 5 seconds now, and there's nothing happening. Hello, Lewis. Emmanuel Lewis. Help me out, brother. Automated Lewis. Artificial intelligence Lewis. All right, well, guess we lost him. All right. That was probably the most clever way to disconnect the call. But I guess he was getting there. Very good. All right. Let me show you my toolbox. That's right. I'll give you my toolbox. It's come on over here. This is Frank Rizzo. Bring my toolbox and I'll show you it. All right. Let's see. Very good. All right. Anyway, so it says, that's not wishful thinking. Watch and see. Folks, I hate to break it to you. And debt 40533. Part of me would like to agree with that, but we're not going to see the fall of the COMEX anytime soon. I don't even think we're going to see the fall of the LBMA. with their stockpiles dangerously close to running out. Although I think the closest thing that could hit that is fear of tariffs. Okay, he's calling back. Wow. Hello?
Hey, Rich.
Yeah, what happened?
I put you on hold for a second, and then when I came back...
Yeah, but it was like I waited, like I don't know, like 10, 12 seconds. I was like, what? I couldn't hear any environmental noise. I was really getting upset. Thought maybe he hung up on me, and I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? It was...
I hope I didn't offend you.
No, it was just a little bit of a heartbreak, but not really offending. It just, my heart's a little bit...
Are you okay?
I think I'm all right. Maybe a couple of months of counseling will do fine. You have any suggestions for good counselors in the greater Parsippany, New Jersey area?
I can counsel you myself.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll set up I'll have my lady, my secretary, contact yours to set up an appointment for such a time. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna put together an email for you right now for SBA financing.
Nice.
Keep in mind, there's other programs that are much quicker, easier to get, less headaches. But SBA is a good program.
All right. Yes. I love it.
If you're not in a rush, it's the way to go.
I'm not in a rush. I'd like to get the $250,000. I think it's going to be a bada bing thing. You know what I mean? They're going to bada bing, bada boo, bada bing.
I'll get it done. I'll make them an offer they can't refuse.
Right, exactly. That's right. You want to get them one they can't say no to either, as well as not refuse. Yeah.
I'll talk to some of my people. I'll get it done for you.
Nice.
All right, Rich.
All right, sounds good. We'll be in touch. All right.
Keep an eye out for an email from Lewis at southshorefunding.net, okay?
All right, will do, Lewis. Thank you, sir. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. He'll probably email me as well. That's probably the ironic thing. All right, but hey, Metal, F-37 Metal is here. Smoky treat. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you popping in, F-37 Metal. Good to see you. And a couple of months are going to do it. I don't even think so either. Clear Lake Drive. I don't think they will either. Carrie Tarrant is here. Chuckles is here. Adam Montague is here. Good to see you. Brad Lewis. A lot of good folks here tonight. And thank you again to Red Crawler for the super chat tonight. Appreciate you. And let's get over here. We got 56 thumbs up, says Dennis Niemeyer. So Lawrence Cole says this. Why has it got 666 on it? That's a solid pass from me. I'm so disinterested in stuff like this. Well, Lawrence, it was my bad. I held it upside down. It's kind of hard to read, but it's actually 999. That's the purity of the silver, not 666. It is not 666 there. All right, very good. So I hope you will see that. Very good. All right. We've got this firefighting 72. Chimes in with this. Let's get over here to this. He says, I've heard about big investors who are going to cash out their Bitcoin after tops this bull run and put it into silver and are looking for other whales to do the same. So after Bitcoin hits its top, may be an excellent time for silver. Interesting. That's I don't know that's going to happen. I don't know that they'll automatically go into silver. In fact, I think that Bitcoin is stealing some of precious metals thunder in general, but I don't think it's enough to make that much of a difference. They're that different of assets. The only thing that they have in common is the fact that they're decentralized, and that's really the only thing. Very good. All right. Welcome to Zuck Me Off. Good to see you. Oh my goodness gracious, I love that name. Zuck. I gotta make sure I pronounce that right. Zuck Me Off. It's like the Pete Hegseth interview or the hearings to say a jag off. It's great. Very good. All right. Trump just announced he's creating the ERS, External Revenue Service. Yes, I did see that. Somebody tweeted that to me earlier today. That's awesome. That's excellent. This is something that will be quite amazing to see it develop. I am stoked about that. The External Revenue Service. All right. My 2025 calendar is kind of racy. It is. Adam Montague. Do you want to know why it's racy, Adam Montague? Why my 2025 calendar is racy? It's sponsored by the Indy 500. That's why. All right. For now. But how much longer? All right. How much longer? All right. What are we talking about? nickel stacking because I'm not sure. I've kind of moved in the conversation here, but can you be more specific about that? Let's see. All right, we got. See, there's about a 20-30 second delay. So I probably have talked about other things. As soon as you said that, I was probably talking about other stuff. All right, and we've got J-Dubs 1997 says, those who give up on silver are giving up on making a profit from silver, not silver itself. Well, I guess it depends. Yeah, that's maybe true for some, perhaps, but I think probably not for most. All right, very good. Let's see here. Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin. All right, very good. External meeting tariffs. That's right, Chuckles. Meeting tariffs. That's exactly right. Let's see here. Mike M 2983 says this. How do you know when you're in a cult? Here's the cult question. Silver goes up, that's good. Silver goes down, that's good. All right, so now this is a kind of a spiffy little comment, and implying that all silver stackers are in a cult. We can justify buying it whether it's up or down, and I'm one of those. It feels that way, but the thing is, Mike, is that the reason why it's good when it goes up is because that means that it's validation that it's preserving our wealth. And if you look at a 100-year chart, it does go up in price, matching inflation on average. That's good. When it goes down, it's an opportunity to buy on the dips and to be able to accumulate more. Why is that good? And why is the other one good? Because we see silver outside of the system. And maybe, Mike M., the true cult is those who constantly fixate on this, the dollar, and measure everything by the dollar. There's more to silver than the price. The value proposition stands outside of the price. Price is important. We talk about that. But nonetheless, silver is defined in the Constitution as money. Do you think our founding fathers were cultists? I don't think so. They knew better. Do you think states across the country right now are in a sound money revolution, recognizing gold and silver as legal tender and stopping taxing it because you can't tax money and you shouldn't tax money? I don't think so. They're not in a cult. So I think we're doing all right. And yes, silver goes up, it's good. Silver goes down, that's good. Silver maintains its value, that's freaking awesome. Is that a cult? Am I a part of a cult? Am I leading a cult by saying that? Well, you just ask my followers. I've not seen many of them bow to me or anything like that. It's just a hard truth. Silver sells itself. History is the guide of what silver is. All right. Kookaburra Man knows a lady who Bitcoin wallet got accidentally damaged beyond recovery and 500,000 down the toilet. I wonder how many cases like that are out there of them telling us. Yeah, I think somebody emailed me something like that too, and I think I missed. I got to find that email again, but I have heard about that, and that is a shame. That's awful, but that's exactly what can happen because it's digital. Even though you've got yourself a hardware wallet, a fire can destroy that pretty easily. Very good. Yes. Hello, Zuck. Good to see you, Zuck. Tom Larson still with us tonight. Brandon Anderson is here. Good to see you. All right. Thank you for popping in tonight. Let's get into the next comment. So there's Mike M. All right. Victor Webster says this: they will pry it from my cold dead hands, or until the ratio hits 50-1. Then I'll trade for gold. There you go. Yes, indeed. I think that's probably a ways off before we see 50-1 again. All right. And let's see here. Very good. Let's get to the next one. We've got this. Dennis Niemeyer is saying here, buy the dips. And that's when it's good, when the price is low. To buy. It's not good for people who need to sell and they bought high. And I recognize that. And of course, I've mentioned that as well, too, in many videos. there's ways to lose big time on silver. I've talked about that as well. Buy the dips, buy or sell. It's up to however you feel, Sal. That's is not his financial advisor. So take it easy on our Uncle Sal. Thank you. All right, very good. Thank you, Dennis. Good to see you. All right. And Carrie Taryn chimes in on this video and says the following: inflation will never go down. So what do you expect? Of course it's up. I'm ready for a major dip in silver and gold. It's coming. I feel it in my bones. I really hate the premiums. Yeah, I hear you. I know what you mean. As a buyer, I kind of hope we do see some cuts. So we'll see here. Or some drops in price. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Let's move on to the next comment. We were supposed to get a call at 6:20, but they never called. Those freaking people never called me. All right, the Sarge says, I can't find any silver at my LCS. Whoa, that's surprising. No SE, no maples, no rounds, not even silver 10-ounce bars. It didn't have nothing for the old Sarge. That is unusual. That's the first time I've heard that in a long time. That's crazy. All right, man. The Vortex bars have been out for a while, Trent. I want to get one, but I've not gotten one yet. I think Summit Metals has them. And let's see here. And I'd like to get them from there sometime. Let's see. Yep, there's the Vortex bars. I would love to get those. They're pretty cool. So I may end up getting one of those at some point in time. Yes, indeed. Morning the Sun says, better prices looming for PM as the dollar is bolstered by a Trump administration. I think that very well could happen for the first part of the year. But I think no matter what, prices are probably going to go up probably towards the last half of the year. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you, JM Unleashed, for posting a link there to the Vortex bars. If you want to see what those look like over there, for sure. Yeah, let's see here. Troy Griffin, 2 to 3% moves are here to stay. You will see them bi-weekly, if not weekly, for a while. Buy under 32, sell at 44 is my model for the next wave, next 3 to 6 months. All right, Troy. That's a good. You might set yourself something as an opportunity sell or opportunity buys. Sounds like Troy Griffin has. That's a pretty good strategy, too, for sure. All right. Hello, C. Shankin. Good to see you. We've got illegal products. My stash is set in concrete. Hands off, suckers. There you go. Having a very secure stash is paramount. Yes, indeed. I'm going to make sure it's safe. Okay, let's see here. We've got this. We've got John May says, the system wants you to give up on silver. Yes, indeed. But we are not going to do it. We're going to stick with silver. We are going to stick with silver. It's a good plan. All right. This coffee tastes good. And, Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to Cyber Curtain Twitcher. CCT is here. And Chuckles has a friend who's done well with Bitcoin. Recently told me scammers are working overtime to steal people's Bitcoin, and it's only going to get worse. Yes, it is very difficult. It's tough. That's another reason why it's gotten so complicated, and there's so many different scams out there. You got to be very, very careful. And I think extra careful when you have digital assets like that. All right. Good. They do post buyback prices. That's good to know. So if you want to know what they'll pay you for it, that's pretty good transparency for sure. Thank you, Red Crawler, for pointing that out. All right. Let's see here. We got to do this. Pull this up here a little ways. And let's see here. Alan Gold is still roaming around. He's been here from time to time. He has still yet to compliment me, though, at all. Say anything really nice to me at all. Kookaburra Man. It still has not happened yet. We're working on him, though. It's going to be a very tough thing. Very good. All right, let's see here. We've got 87.5 trending to 100K for common sense. Thank you, David Mantha. It's very slow going. And since I made that announcement, by the way, I will, if January is any measure for how the rest of the year is going, we will not make it to 100,000 by the end of the year. It's not going to happen, and we're at the pace we're going at now. I don't know what else to do to grow faster, but I'm going to try my best. I'm trying my best. P. Ryan Limerick, as long as money printing of dollars and as inflation exists, yep, right, that will happen soon. Not. Silver can only go up in relative value to the dollar. Stack silver until you see prices of M2 fall. Seriously, this is not going to happen. Never has and never will. Let's see. Well, they have stopped printing. They've done some tightening, actually, believe it or not, for a while. We saw that fairly recently, but they didn't do it for long enough. And here we are. But yes, crazy. All right. Let's see here. And T. Palasava says here, hello. Hello to you. Good to see you. And we've got Ziggy says, back to $25 an ounce, economic slowdown worldwide. Okay, that could happen. See, a lot of people have different views on where it's going to go. It's interesting to see who's going to be right. All right, let's see here. Good to see Lessa Anderson. So, Bodink here chimes in and says the following. Market is coming to the reality that inflation is rebounding and will not be cutting rates in 2025 and potentially may even increase rates. I see silver dropping further in early 2025 before it rebounds and moves higher later in the year. I agree with that sentiment and made such in my silver prediction video. Yes, indeed. CCT's LCS turned away 10,000 quid worth of gold last week. They were 4 gold, 35 coins, 40 grams each. Seller wanted a spot, but LCS said they would be too hard to sell. Gold could drop too. Wow. That is something else. Man, 4 gold, 35 coins. That is something. So they turned those down, even though it's gold. All right, let's see here. By the way, the lovely gold chick is with us tonight. Rob Moran chimes in here and says the following on this video. The silver roller coaster rolls on. In my opinion, we will continue to see profit takers as silver continues to rise, making $40 very difficult to get to. I think that's a wise assessment. I agree with that. That's why mine is at $36, and I even think that might be a bit ambitious. Oh, they were 5-pound coins, not 35. Okay, that's right. His 3 must have the pound symbol. All right, very good. I don't have a pound symbol on my keyboard because I'm a bloody American. All right. All right, let's see here. We've got here Ominous Rooster. SD Bullion put an email out suspecting a PM shortage due to increase in tariffs from imports. This could drive costs up. Yep, I did a video about that just recently, talking about that very thing, Ominous Rooster. Yes, indeed. All right. AKA 47, we just talked about that here in this live stream just a little while ago, AKA 47. I do think it's possible if we see a massive drop in Bitcoin and people getting out. Some of them may move to precious metals, but not nearly as many as you think. Because it's a completely different world. Even though there's a lot of comparisons are made, it's a very, very different world over there in the crypto space than the physical precious metals world. All right, very good. Southside Frankie, who we've not seen in a little while, chimes in on this comment about the bond market, what I've mentioned there. He goes on to say, I think there is good chance that Trump's policies could actually cause a shortage of labor and or inflation. It's possible Trump's policies will work short term, but later could have negative effects. The financial markets will be waiting for how Trump implements his policies. It's going to be interesting, yes. It will be interesting indeed, and it just depends. I think, again, a lot of these tariff talk is really threats, but I do think that him gearing up maybe is a way to replace income tax. I would much rather pay the tariffs than income tax any day of the week. Any day of the week. Goods and services be a little bit more expensive, but you know what? domestic stuff will be cheaper. It'll make the domestic stuff more competitive, which will boost domestic production and in-country production of stuff, help those companies, and we fund the government with tariffs. That would be great. I don't think it's going to happen quite that way, but anyways, my kitten is a grandmaster. People shouldn't give up on silver. Sure, it's undervalued, but it's still cheap. A nice precious metal to have. Yes, indeed, it sure is. I agree with that. It is a nice metal to have for sure. All right, let's see. We've got Lawrence 5039 says this. Is stacking making you a victim of group psychology? Here is the top item to consider about the psychology of groups. Conformity. People tend to conform to the norms of a group to demonstrate their willingness to be a part of it. This can be positive if the group supports positive behaviors, but it can also lead to people making irrational decisions. True that. Yes, indeed. It sure can. All right. We need to be independent thinkers. All of us do. And I'm speaking to myself as well. All right, Marky J30 or 0 or O, not sure what that is. I think it's a O, lowercase o. Those who get frustrated with prices that are not always going up don't have patience. It's wealth insurance, no different than health insurance, car insurance, or life insurance. You buy it for times of hard times when things get really bad. Exactly right. Well said. Very, very good. All right, let's see here. As we press on through, we have got moving on to the next comment. Says John Neckstein says the purpose is to destroy the value of all assets, banning the convertibility of those assets into currency like gold and silver. You will own nothing. Yes, indeed. That's what they want. They don't. That's why all this digital stuff. A lot of people are going after it, but the physical is really, really in the end where it's at. Gold and platinum, says Bilal. He's a fan of gold and platinum. Very good. And Silver Heist is here. When the taxes come from tariffs, the government doesn't need to stoop into your $600 PayPal transactions. Exactly right. By the way, good to see Silver Heist. And let's see here. Michael K is giving us a little bit of a prayer here at this one. This is gold and silver face a very big challenge ahead. Yes, to check out what that is. Watch it. All right, that video. Richard Metcalf says here, I don't see silver going anywhere fast under the current circumstances. However, I think silver will perform well later in the year after bouncing around $28 to $30 for a few months. Yes. A lot of people are in agreement there, and I tend to fall in line with that too, as I mentioned in my price prediction video. Yep, I do agree with that. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see where we are at. Let's get over here. John May, silver will be key financial tool during tribulation. Yes. Or major disasters. You never know. Let's see. Silver Honda, who drives a blue Honda. I haven't bought silver in about 3 years. In fact, I sold some recently. I need cash to buy Sal an airplane ticket to come to Florida and make whoopee to miss a silver Honda while I watch wearing my ball gag and being tied up. Oh, man, you're very kind. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. I love Silver Honda. Oh, man. Yes, it's a running thing with him and I and his lovely wife. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness gracious. There you go. I like that, Kookaburra man. Eliminate the IRS and replace it with a national sales tax or a fair tax. Somebody actually in Congress did propose that, believe it or not. All right, we've got P. Ryan Limerick on this video. It says this. What a difference between fiat dollars and physical silver. The answer is simple. Dollars are the only useful for short-term transactions but fall away in value over time due to inflation and fiat printing. Now, silver is not so good for everyday transactions, but it is real money. Unlike fiat, silver holds onto long-term value, and it's essential for savings. That's right, and well said. It is essential for savings over the long course of time. Very long course of time, for sure. All right. Bulacano, do you think the extra $100 or so is worth it to get a proof-like Morgan dollar? Yeah, is PL mean proof-like, or the what does the PL stand for? Is that proof-like? And what year is it? I guess it just depends on what year it is. If it's usually the Morgan dollars are what's known as a DMPL, deep mirror proof-like. That's why I'm confused by the PL. But a deep mirror proof-like is typically they do trade at quite a bit of a premium. So I would say probably worth it. It would be worth it. All right. But always look at the market for those things. Look at completed listings of similar grades in eBay. Subtract 15% and see what that amounts to. All right. A Gen X collectible says here, less than 5% of all silver mined is used for coins and bullion. And I thought it was about 20 to 25% was used for coins and bullion. Or maybe it's that, I don't know. That's what I thought it was. I didn't know it was 5%. But it is industrial metal. About just over 50% is used for industrial purposes. Thinking silver is anything more than a savings account that sometimes keeps up with inflation is like a dog chasing its tail. That's right, and it's really that's what it is. It's a savings vehicle. It's a hedge against inflation. All right. Okay. Let's see. Because I've never heard of a designation PL, and I know it's somewhat redundant to say DMPL, but I don't know that they have a designation for proof-like. I've never seen that for Morgan dollars. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it. Tape Sivas says here, I have seen that silver paid more than gold. For example, a rise of 50 and a fall of approximately 540% yield plus long-term of approximately 540%, 1,080% in total, while gold is a yield of approximately 840%. Not everyone wants to profit. Everyone is speculative. I believe no one wants to lose. That's true. But wow. Yeah, it depends on the time frame for all those numbers. Depends on, yes, indeed. All right. Red Crawler, people giving up is bullish. Yes. And it is bullish for us buyers to get it while the price is low, I guess. Very good. And let's see here. We've got Roland Rhodes says, my dealer charges 10% over spot to buy and 10% under spot to sell. Wow, that's crazy. The dips are only around 10% every week this occurs. Can't make money now. Roland, there's a couple mistakes. Shop around for another dealer. If you're being charged 10% over spot to buy and getting 10% under spot to sell, you're dealing with the wrong local coin shop. I think that they're overcharging you and underpaying you for your silver. But stacking silver is not about making money, or gold. It's not about making money. You should not buy it for that reason, unless you want to stress yourself out watching the market every day and timing your sales based off of the premiums and whatever you lose or to take there. It's a losing proposition most of the time if you get into silver in order to make a profit. We're talking stackable silver, not collectible pieces. And even that those have their own risk tied to them that are separate and apart from the bullion market. C.D. McClintock says here, many who have bought silver do not have the assets to sit on their silver for longer lengths of the time, as their ongoing expenses prevent this. said they wind up abandoning ship and selling their silver to pay for bills. Thankfully, I have plenty of dough, and I can wait as long as it takes to enjoy the increases to come. And even then, I might not sell. Well, the thing is that one thing this channel will never do is tell you to spend money outside of your means. But I'm telling you that no matter what your budget is, no matter how, quote, poor you think you are, you can't afford to buy and hold silver. It really boils down to discipline. That's really the bottom line. Case in point is 66 Sam, and that was with gold, a full ounce of gold, as the price kept going up and up and up and up, and he held strong, he held the course, he held tight, and he made it happen, which is absolutely amazing. All right, Edward Sawyer says, remember, inflation is not prices going up, it's the value of the dollar falling. That's right. In the end, that's really the bottom line of what it's about. That's the way we should be thinking about it for sure. Dennis Niemeyer, all right, be careful with your back as you're shoveling the snow. Thanks for popping in tonight. Thank you, Dennis. Oh, yeah. PCGS designates proof-like for coins here as PL. All right, very good. I've never seen that for some reason. I'm not as up on some of the grading stuff, but I just never seen that. MS60 or better show clear reflectivity. PCGS designates DMPL for deep mirror proof like for Morgan dollars that grade MS60 or better and show deep reflectivity. Okay, very good. Nice. Christian Muller on this video says the following here. Have traded my silver for gold, way less volatile and takes up way less space than the 60 or 70 coins I have ranging from 1/10 of an ounce to an ounce are way more fun to look at than just cartons of silver coins and bars, even though bars are special in a way. Yes, I understand. Yep, it's good to have a little variety in there of different products within silver and also with gold as well. All right. Okay, let's see here. We've got Master Blaster, Bank of America, unrealized bond losses, commercial real estate losses, Treasury sell-off getting scary, and margin calls is coming. Wow, pretty interesting. We'll have to watch what happens with Bank of America. That would not be good. We've not heard much about the doom loop, the commercial real estate doom loop lately. We don't know what's going on there, but I've often thought the real estate market and the residential market was overheated up. But these prices have stayed pretty hot for a long time. All right. Gonna have some cash. There you go. Wad of drawer of cash order video. Thank you for Kookaburra watching that. And Tiki Tavi says, the only thing keeping me in silver is the absolute certainty that I will sell it. If I sell it, it will skyrocket within a week. Yep, they call that salivates long. I hear you on that one. Trillionaires Club. Good to see some new folks pop in. Appreciate him making a comment. Welcome, OC Stacker. Remember, buy when premiums win no more than 0.75 over spot back in 2013 and 2014. Oh, yeah, I remember those times. Oh, yeah. It's definitely a good time to do it. All right. Very good, very good. Frostbite, Coins and Collectibles is here. Good to see you. Welcome, Frostbite. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And let's see here. And Mr. Action says, I do. And answer this question, do you see what Elon Musk just said about the dollar? All right. And Johnny McRoberts says about the 10-year yield on the bond. You will see real soon if the Fed intervenes, as they have a couple of times since August of 2024. The Ponzi scheme will eventually come to an end. We shall see. We'll keep an eye on things very closely. I do think things in general will get worse before they get better. And yes, indeed. Let's get over here and see what we've got. So peruse our way through the next comment, a little longer one. We'll try to get to this one here. And let's get to this here and see what he's got to say. This is from Smar5812. I was at a big LCS yesterday selling some of my duplicate proof sets and some old gold jewelry that I think I found as a kid in parking lots and street. One was an 18-karat ring, run over and smashed. Still have a lot of duplicate mint sets to go through. While I was there, an older gentleman, who I guess is a regular, brought in a duffel bag of silver, maybe 300 to 500 rounds and a few kilos. He doesn't deal with banks, just converts when he needs money. All the staff know him. That's wild. I can say they do great on metals. Always pay spot plus on generic and more on numismatic bullion. Silver Eagles usually get back about a third of current premium, if not too low, in nice condition. I've gotten spot plus with calls when I need to cash some out. When it was $39 numismatic, they are pretty bad, but they pay gray sheet about 15%, sell at high retail, so not selling off any extras of them. I do better selling at smaller shot or eBay for those. Now back to sorting my extra mint sets to shed those. Well, very good, and that's great that your LCS treats you so well, even in this market. That actually surprises me, but you're the exception rather than the rule, I think. And very good. Congratulations there. We've got David Davey. A cobweb might grow on your nose before silver to gold ratio drops back to 50 to 1. Yeah, you're probably right on that. And we've got to get used to these normal ones now. Jay McGuire says, holding and waiting to see $28 again to stock up on ASCs. All right, there you go. Very good, very good. Coins A to Z, silver for life. There you go. Yep. Silver for life. And 66 Sam sounds like an Irration song. She's like a time bomb trying to take you out. The ticking of her heart is the only sound. She's like a time bomb about to detonate. Try to cut her wires, but you're too late. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I love it. I love it. Silver Sleuth is here. Good to see you. Once BC is still here too. He's got to be right back. Count Trumpula is here. Welcome, Count Trumpula. He sold some scrap and made out like a bandit. Way to go. That's awesome. All right. We have got Brad Lewis sending greetings to us here. Family, I hope you're all doing well tonight. Show Sal some love and hit the thumbs up button, and we'll see you all in a bit. I'm going to be late, but we'll be here, all right? Hopefully you're here now. Good to see you. Thank you so much. All right. Glad you guys are here. How many thumbs up do we have, by the way? Do we have 100 yet? Yeah, let's see here. Master Blaster says, not me, never. I'm preserving my future. All right. Very, very good. And we've got Dennis Niemeyer. Buy the dips. Yes. A good time. Always good advice to buy on the dips. Samuel Olmstead says, I'll be able to get my Salivate metal 2-ounce round on the cheap. All right. There you go. That's right. They actually are on sale right now over at Provident. And Samuel Olmstead, not only do I want to quit stacking silver, I'm on the lookout for the good deal of a 100-ounce bar that'll never be able to afford to offload. But boy, does that bring in the room together. Yes, sure does. It's big bars. I have two, but that's probably the only 100-ounce bars I'll own. Yes, indeed. Brad Lewis is here. And Bill 457 made 125 at his Coin Club auction, sold some foreign silver coins and a few other things. Way to go. Red Crawler is showing 96. By the way, thank you, Red Crawler, for the Soul Super Chat tonight. I am standing willing and able for more push-ups. Yes, indeed. I'm feeling the pump up. I might have to do some more just to get the blood flowing. All right, very good. And let's see. We've got Carrie Taryn says, I have to have faith in silver. It's my go-to in the hard times ahead. I just pray it doesn't fail me in the end. I pray not either, too. I agree with that for sure. And Kookaburra Man loves it. Proof silver quarter mayhem. I need to watch that video again. I showed a bunch of proof silver quarters. It was in a local coin shop for sure. And let's see here. Silver High saw Jay Giles band at Boston Garden back in the day. And in order to gain entry, he had to show them his centerfold. Yes, indeed. Carrie Tarrant says, I think it's going to be an interesting year. Lots of changes and revelations, indeed. Fascinating year, indeed. I hope it's a good one. I hope all the changes are good, but we'll see here. Carrie Tarrant, 11 years ago, your voice is so young. I've aged rapidly. How age catches up with us. Yes, indeed, it sure does. Thank you, Carrie Tarrant. Yes, indeed. Here we've got this. Do I sound any more mature? Just sound different. But anyways, sorry I couldn't have coffee time this morning shoveling this darn snow. Love it when you have a drink. All of us last year. Thank you so much, Dennis Niemeyer. Yeah. Let's see here. Has the debt clock gone to 55 trillion? I don't think so. I think we're at 36 point something trillion dollars there. Really cold. Pivotal week in the markets. Be early. Yes. Indeed. Pivotal week. We have Cyber Curtain Twitter on this video. Appreciate CCT. If you only bought it in recent years, and I can understand those that are impatient wanting to give up. I bought more yesterday, and I know it will push my cost average up a little, but thankfully my cost average is around $10. That is a testimony to the effectiveness of stacking silver. When your dollar cost average is $10, that is winning big time. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Darren Doberman on this video here about the market dip we saw yesterday. Local pawn shop selling 90% for $1.25 over spot. Bars and rounds $2 over. Bullion houses deals at 99 over spot. Doberman spells $26 silver this summer. 36 is about $10 too much optimism. However, being stealth stacker, I bought 3 rolls of Bu 64 quarters this afternoon for $630 in case the Salvatore's right. All right, thank you. Stack on. Maggot 4547. And Darren Doberman, my prediction is just an opinion, which means that yours very well could be right as well, for sure. I don't have any skin in the game as to where the price goes. I just give a semi-educated guess, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be right. Bill Arrington is here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother, for popping in. Let us know you're here. Gen X Collectible is here. Gen X Collectible. Good to see you, sir. Reflective Metal says, I've been stacking since the mid-90s. I sleep better at night knowing I'm preserving my wealth. I didn't do it to get rich, but rather not to lose what I have. Amen. That's the right attitude to have. And it just is going to take time. It's going to take time for sure. Yep. Yes, indeed. Very good. Yeah, dollar cost averaging, it's good to keep track of it as you hold it. You only benefit from it when you sell. And in reality, you need to probably calculate your price purchases at the time and adjust it for inflation. So when Cyber Curtain Twitcher says 10, that's 10 pounds. He needs to adjust that for inflation through the course of time, the rate of inflation through that period of time. But he's still winning for sure. Hit the lights before hitting the lights. I like that, Pommy Ray. Hit the lights. All right. You know what? I'm going to do 10 more push-ups. I just feel like doing them. I got to get the blood flowing here. Yep, as well as premiums. That's right. Well, I assume CCT is calculating premiums in this dollar cost average. All right, here we go. Let's do 10 push-ups just for the fun of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just got to get the blood flowing here. It just has to be done. You know what I mean? You know, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying here? All right. All right. First, William Fender on this video. Thank you. William Fender was quick on the draw on that one. And Corey Banal says, that's cool. Yeah, it's a really neat piece. And that video sent them to being sold out temporarily. They're still available, but at pre-order, I think you can still buy them. All right. We got Samuel Olmstead. It says here from the video yesterday the following. Keep on stacking. Too much unrest in the world. That seems to be the future. The only constant is silver, as it's a hedge against inflation, but also a hedge against disaster and unrest. Indeed, it is. You are right. I can't yell like Sam Kinison could do. Your love is like Sam Kinison. Sam Kinison is all I need. Whoa. May he rest in peace. Died in a car crash, I think, in 1987. Very funny comedian, though. All right. I like his Wild Thing video. It was pretty good. All right. Just to a guy. I have been talking about the bond market screaming for a while now. QE on the way. Most are missing this. The bond market is flashing warning signs. Major bridge out ahead. Warning signs. Yeah, and some people are poo-pooing about the bond market, but that's why I wanted to do this video, because even though it's not the highest as they've been in relation to inflation, it's heading in that direction, which means that the Fed's efforts have not worked so far, and that's accountable for exactly what's happening there with the bonds going up and inflation continue to rise. Lloyd Divine, a new song to bring Taylor Swift some competition. There you go, exactly. I think Taylor Swift feels threatened by me. That's why she doesn't come to the live streams. I think she feels very threatened by me. Princess Cheerio and Krusty Adventure. Yo, good to see you. I love that name. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I think that Taylor Swift is consciously avoiding this live stream. She feels threatened by the precious metals community. I've told her she could come by anytime. We're not going to bite. I don't know what's wrong with her, but anyways. Let's see here. R. Argentum says, I remember the good old days when the Gold Eagle proof set was $9.99 via free registered mail. Oh, yes. Wow. Yes. Can you imagine? Whew, the whole proof set. All right. We've got the Eli says, indeed, I'm just here to buy the dip. There you go. Buy that dip. I like it. Good thinking. Let's see here. Okay. Getting this thing action happening here. You guys are good. Good, Steve Lapointe. Good to see Steve Lapointe. I take another man in for lunch. That's right. I love it, Count Trumpula. That's great. I've heard of that. She lip syncs. I don't know. Sal's gals are better than Swifties, indeed, and they have butts. We have the butts over here. All right. So Jim Winklebauer says, I was thinking today about California. All those safes and only the metals survived. Another reason to stack if you needed one. Yes, I saw a video of somebody who had a safe and they pulled it open, all the guns and everything untouched. They were completely fine. Welcome, Christopher Perkins. Good to see you. All right. AU peace dollars at $29. Okay, good. About uncirculated peace dollars, says Bulicano. Very good. And let's get over here to Jesus Gonzalez on this video. It said the following. I haven't gave up on silver, totally on silver, but stacking smart at low premium. Gold is a lot easier to carry in case of emergency or earthquake or fire, especially in California. That's true. Can't wait for the next coin show at the end of the month in San Jose. Coin Expo, always awesome deals and low premiums on precious metals. Way to go. Good place to go. I do encourage you to check out some coin shows for sure. Chris in Virginia caught a live stream. Thank you, Chris, for popping in tonight. Yes, indeed. All right, that's true. You're right, Zach. Me off. Saggy toddies are better than Swifties. I agree with that. Not only half-heartedly, but wholeheartedly. Christopher Perkins, you happen to have a 2019 Lady Germania you'd be willing to part with. Love to buy one from you. Oh, thanks. Well, Christopher Perkins, sadly, I don't really have the means to be able to do that. I do have one of those, but you can probably find them on eBay. So check out eBay. I'm sure there's probably some there. You might be able to find one at a decent deal. But yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Coin shops have stopped accepting 90% constitutional silver. They're being overwhelmed with the 1 ounce and bars. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I know my local coin shop will still buy that stuff, but I would not be surprised to see if that happens. Thoughts on Mali seizure of 3 tons of gold, Fro Barrett. I'm not sure what that is, but I've not heard anything about that, MR, but you can email me. If there's a story on it, I might do a video on it. Email me at the address there on your screen, the bottom of your screen. If you have a news story on it, I'll check it out. I've not heard anything about that. John Williamson, I think by the end of February, the price of silver will visit a monthly trend line near $25 an ounce. Okay, all right. I appreciate you folks' thoughts on it. I did a poll, and most people feel, I guess I should have been doing a 6 months prediction on silver. A lot of people have been saying it's going to go down. Justin Sartain, Whatnot is like cocaine. I can't stop even though it's bad for me. There you go. Whatnot. Okay, there you go. Whatnot. Okay, very good. Good to see Justin. Good to see you, brother. I've never been on Whatnot before. Gary Lynch says, it's extremely encouraging that so many people are selling recently, yet silver is retaining most of the 2024 gains. Getting paid Friday will buy the usual money dip. All right, there you go, Gary. He's got a process in place. Reboot is here. He says 105 thumbs up. Thank you. We got 105. That's cool. Appreciate that. And let's see here. Yes, go to 25. You can get some good sales for sure. All right. Dean R. Set a monthly budget for purchasing precious metals, dollar cost average, and be consistent. Strategy I started 20 years ago, and it's paid off for Dean R. That's awesome, Dean. I don't know, is Dean with us tonight? I don't know. If so, I apologize for not saying hello to you. I don't think he's here, though. I think I would have seen him and said hello. And I know that Tony is busy, too. But Bill Arrington says, a jobs report expecting the Fed not to drop interest rates this next round. Trump inauguration 10 days out, and it's early January. Keep dropping, though, tomorrow because I'm going to my LCS. Yes, exactly right. Very good. Well stated. Let's see here. Welcome, Max Stackins. Good to see you. Let's see here. Old World Chris says this. I saw something weird going on with their channel. I gave the vid a thumbs up, but the number was stuck at 196 and would spin often like there was a new thumbs up, but the number stayed the same. Now it's starting to go up 198. That is weird. Well, it's strange because that number used to change in real time as you're watching a video. It doesn't do that anymore. I've got this live stream in another window, and it's showing 107 watching, now 108, and I'm showing 0 thumbs up, even though we've got, I think, over 100 now. So it's very strange how that works, but thank you for letting me know about that. Joseph Faravanis, 9463, has something to say here. Let me get over to this. We've got to be effective. Every situation is different, Sal. Sometimes you have to shift gears in life. That's exactly right. Perspectives can change as well as circumstances, financially speaking. Let it suffice to say that even if you decide to sell metal, that doesn't mean you have to sell all of it. That's exactly right. I think it wise to always have access to metals for contingencies. Exactly right. And that's been the message that I've been sending to as well. I would hold off selling, for the most part. But if you have to sell a little bit here and there. But keep a core stack. It's always good to keep a core stack for the long term. B. Seaver says, Why does silver always go down the day after I buy? Oh, well, so is life. I never regret a purchase. Thanks for all you do, Sal. Thank you. There you go. Yep. You're stuck with every purchase you have, but yep, I can understand what you're saying. Very good. All right. Good to see Niels Han Dynasty is with us tonight. Joey Libs is here. A lot of good folks here as we continue to press on through this madness. Have a good night, CCT. Silver Pickups video will be coming one day this week. All right, nice. Can see what he's picked up. Check out, subscribe to Cyber Curtain Twitter's channel. As we move on up the chain here, we've got Duke Nukeman here on this video from comment here. Why are these people giving up on silver? He says, good show, Sal. I agree. The speculative buyers of silver are very unhealthy for this community, and we're better off without them, which brings me to a follow-up on your answer to my question from a previous video. I heard your response to the 1 ounce gold challenge, and I heeded it. But those are the same relatives who approached me recently, got discouraged upon seeing yesterday's price dip, and they changed their minds. If they approach me again upon a bull run, I'll tell them to take their games elsewhere because we're stackers and not players. Faith and family lost. Yep, I hear you. Yep. You got to stick with it. You got to have the fortitude to get the fortitude. Exactly. Very good. Well said, Duke Nukeman. All right. And let's move over here to this from 66 Sam on this morning's video. Anyone who is tired of their silver is welcome to pass it along. Speaking of donations, have an appointment today at Kidney Center to see if I'm healthy enough to donate a kidney. Whoa, 66 Sam, that is very kind of you to do. That is something else. I'd be nervous about it too. Man, to donate a kidney, man, that's a big, big commitment for sure. It won't let me respond to this for some reason, but thank you. That is very nice of you. Corax Audio. Sal, what's your view on tariffs on imported silver? Will tariffs have a significant impact on silver spot price and premiums? I did a video about that a couple days ago, about that very thing, about the LBMA. Search LBMA on my channel here, but I think that it very well could, especially if they add the premiums or the tariffs for mostly foreign silver. Not American Eagles, but American Eagles already have a sense of a premium to them as well. But I think it could overall have an effect on the silver spot price because people will be panicking, even though in reality they probably shouldn't, but we'll see where it goes. And there may not be any attached to silver, I don't know. But people are fearful that there will be. Pazgowitz. So, as usual, you present beautiful gold coins. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Paz. I'm from Central Europe. Yes, you are right. Poland has made great progress in gold purchases, and it's not slowing down. Thank you for bringing up this topic. Many conscious Poles are also buy this golden coin. The most popular coins are Britannia, Australian kangaroos, Viennese philharmonics, and of course, beautiful maple leaves as well as fractional and historic gold. 20 franc coins, sovereigns and ducats, good material. Thank you. Appreciate that. That is awesome. And there's a mint in Poland, by the way, the official Poland mint, but the Germania mint I think operates out of Poland, and they have their own bullion products. That's awesome. But I wish Poland would have their own bullion coin. That would be really cool if they did. All right. Bitcoin has jumped $7,000 in 2 days. Wow, that's crazy, Red Crawler. All right, we've got JM here says, I have a lot of silver and I'm blessed to have it. I'm getting older, late 60s, and let's face it, silver is heavy. I'm thinking it was a victim of like the NC storms or California fires. I would have difficulty moving it. So I'm sticking with gold nowadays. If I was younger and healthier, I would continue growing my silver stack. Love your videos, brother. Yep, JM, that's the natural progression of a silver stacker. They eventually move to gold. I think you're doing a very wise thing. That's great. Yes, indeed. Very good move, for sure. All right. John Power says, good morning, Mr. Sal. Is there some kind of savings to go through your link to Summit? If I were to buy a monster box, I'm a gold stacker, but considering a monster box of ASCs or maybe silver bars, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do. This less than $30 an ounce is tempting. Well, John Powers, there's two things. Number one, I appreciate you considering me as if I get a kickback from Summit. No. However, it would look really good for me if you bought a monster box from Summit Metals, especially if you told them that Sal sent you. However, John, let me tell you this. This is the most important thing. Do not, I repeat, do not buy that monster box from any place, including Summit Metals, even though they're my sponsor, until you fully understand that there is a possibility that, yes, that silver could go down. We could see it drop. Less than $30 is tempting, I understand. But we could see further dips. That is a possibility. That's a big move, and I don't want you to make a decision that you regret. So there's a time to buy and a time not to buy. If you want to get a full monster box of ASCs, just as long as you fully understand it, and hopefully that Summit Metals will treat you right. There's no question about it. And yes, if you do decide to do it, tell them Uncle Sal sent you, or Sal of 8 Metals sent you. But John, do not make that purchase without fully understanding that we could see silver falling. I don't know what it's going to do with the silver market, but just a large purchase like that, you got to be much more cautious in how and when you buy. So I don't want to see you get into a bind, and I don't want to ever pressure you and make you think you got to do it or buy. For any other reason than understanding your own budget and circumstance. I hope that makes sense, John. But yes, indeed. But thank you. All right. Just think it through very, very carefully, because we could still continue to see dips. In fact, I think we may see some dips. I don't know. I may be wrong about that too, but I think silver may go down before it goes up to my predicted $36 an ounce by the end of the year. But yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. But thank you, sir. All right, very good. Oh, Clear Lake Drive. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness gracious. Clear Lake Drive with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Clear Lake. Pass on the push-ups. Give yourself 5 tugs. Sound effects are optional. Now, that could be translated into a couple of different areas. And if I'm gonna translate it in a certain way, I probably won't do that on a live stream, if you know what I mean. But if you're talking slurps, well, I could do that, and the sound effects could be there. But yes, indeed. But thank you, Clear Lake Drive. I appreciate that. Yes, yeah. Generally, the more silver you buy at one given point in time, you can get hurt really bad. In fact, I did a video about that very subject, about buying a whole lot at once, thinking, oh, I'm going to buy the dip big time and make a huge purchase, and then all of a sudden it falls a couple more dollars, and you're like, boom. It's like, so you got to be very careful. All right, One Species says this. I could relate to the point where you were communicating about the lack of dry powder and just as not being in the cards at the moment, as well as great advice you gave to actually put out effort to price compare and do the due diligence work. Also enjoyed hearing about the price leaders that may be available as a way to become acquainted with precious metal retailers that are relatively new to the community. I know they usually have a great price on 10th ounce gold eagles too. Thank you again. Yep, and part of the way to do that, is also through. This is going to be something that's coming soon called Gold Silver Swap. You've heard me talk about it before. The Summit Metals people put this out as a direct competitor, absolutely direct competitor to eBay, with 75% less fees, a way to be able to vet transactions all the way through the process from the buyer to the seller. If you enter your email address, you will get news on when it's going to be launching, get early access. If you sign up at goldsilverswap.com. And this is one way that you can buy and sell as well. That could be any dealer, including Summit Metals on certain products. So in a sense, they're kind of, in a way, competing with themselves by offering this. But this is completely community driven for private sellers and buyers. And I think it's neat. All right. So let's see here. F37 Metal says, great video, cool info. Don't worry if the supply of gold and silver stops, because if you own even 1 ounce of gold and 1 ounce of silver, you still have more than most people in America. Exactly right. Every little bit helps, for sure. And thank you, JM Elise, for posting a link to Gold Silver Swap. Yes, indeed. And appreciate that. Joe KV is here. Welcome, Joe. Waving to us. Glad you're here with us as well. A lot of good folks here tonight. Very good. And let's see here. Oh, Master Blaster with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Let me give you 2 quick push-ups here. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that, Master Blaster. Let's do 2 quick push-ups. And thank you again to Clear Lake Drive. That was very nice of you, Clear Lake. 1 and 2. There we go. All right. Very nice of you indeed. Okay. All right. We have 120 likes, says Steve LaPointe. That's awesome. 120 likes. Thank you, guys. With a thumbs up. Let's get to Carrie Tarrant's comment. And he says the following. And a good morning to you. And a heck of a way to start the week. Yes, indeed. That's right. It sure is. And Kookaburra Man, thanks for sharing this news with us. Thank you. All right. Who just bought all the... This is an older video about the 2024 Silver Eagles being purchased... yes, indeed. From the Mint. All right. Quiltanon is here. Formerly CM. Welcome. Good to see you. I think I remember CM. Thank you, Kookaburra Man. And we've got Dennis Niemeyer says, buy the dips. There you go. Buy those dips. Sage advice. And Tepi Save's 4283 says this. Good morning. I want to ask you something. What price do you think silver will have in 25 years? What about price in 50 years, according to the data of the previous 50 years? Well, you could do a simple analysis of that and see where it'll be. I have not done that analysis, but I would say probably, in 25 years, we could probably easily see $50 an ounce. Probably, maybe even a little bit more than that. In 25 years and in 50 years, we very well could see. Depends. There's a whole lot that could happen projecting out that far. We could see $75 or maybe $100 an ounce in 50 years. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Whatever makes me happy. Thank you, Clear Lake. All right. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that in private later. Very good. John Knox sent an email on Sunday, Sal, about an interesting silver find. Yeah, thank you. John Knox, sadly, I am doing less and less of those treasure videos, the precious find. Sadly, just nobody. I find them fascinating, and I would think my audience would too, but hardly anybody watches those videos, sadly. I do appreciate it, but a lot of people just don't seem to be interested in that stuff, and unfortunately. Just like the unboxing videos, treasure find videos, unless there's some very interesting aspect to it that is unusual, which that is unusual to find something like that, obviously, but yeah, there's no way I can title it to get viewers in without totally clickbaiting it, and I don't want to do that, or else I would do it. But it is interesting, and I've done a lot of those videos in the past, but if you go watch any of those videos, they're some of my poorest performing videos, but thank you so much. All right, very good. Lloyd Devine, Neil says gold is everywhere, but silver and platinum aren't. Amazing, isn't it? Well, gold is, it's everywhere inside of some central banks, but it is not... it's much rarer than silver. Joey Libs, $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Let's do 5 push-ups for you. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Thank you, Joey Libs. I appreciate that, sir. Very kind of you indeed. All right. Let's see here. So, Mutant Rife, the thing I have an issue with is premiums in purchasing a PM. Then you can be paid at times 10% less than spot when you sell. Those are heavy transactions fees. Well, I know some dealers are paying less than spot, but I didn't know it was 10% less. And I would not sell during those times. I would sell privately. Once it goes online, gold silver swap might be the place to go to sell, for sure. Bolacano, I do not have any DMPL Morgans. I would love to have one. However, I do have some that are probably not even proof-like, but very, very close to it. Very, very close to it. The 1880 and 1881 San Francisco minted Morgans, they were very, very nice strikes, and they had a proof appearance. I'll say that, a proof appearance, but you could not see as much reflectivity, but very close to it. They had almost a frosty look to them. Love those things, and they're fairly cheap, but I do not have any dimples. I would love to get some dimples in due course, but I don't even have any of those on my cheeks as well as on my Morgans. All right, folks, let's see here. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll say goodnight. Great video, Rick. Sorry I missed the Sunday live broadcast, but looking forward to tonight's, and you are here. Thank you, brother. One Species, who is here. I don't know if he's still here tonight, but let's see here. He says this. Another genuinely well-balanced, insightful video, and we appreciate it. There's so many things all happening simultaneously, and the variables are bound to significance. I think you get it right most of the time, and if you get it correct too often, it means someone will be looking for you. Thanks for the hope for an end of these endless wars. Thank you for the video. Thank you, One Species. Appreciate that. Yes, I'd love to see these things end. Yep. Oh, it's got to be 8 or more inches for the deep mirror proof. Like, I wasn't sure what the measure. Reflectivity needs to be clear from 4 inches. Very good. All right. Nice. All right. Let's see here. Heavy metal, peace sales. I love it. There you go. Thank you, Willa. All right, folks. We've come to the end of the broadcast tonight. Have a good night, Carrie Taryn. I've got to get to work on tomorrow's video. The work never ends, but it's worth it for you guys. Thank you so much. And by the way, if you don't mind, everybody that's watching this video now, you don't have to thumb this live stream up anymore, but if you could make it a point, it would just help the algorithm if you could thumb up the videos and place a little comment in them if you watch them, even if you just say algorithm food or salgorithm food or something. I would appreciate it. I am trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a goal. I kind of doubt I'm going to get there, but I'm going to give it the good old community college try. And I appreciate you guys being here tonight. I would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all and leave you with this sage piece of advice, and that is to keep your feet on the stars, keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care.